Iron for some high school football playoffs. We begin in Two Harbors, where the 7-1 Agates hosted the semifinal matchup in their section against the Piers Pioneers. And that student section at Two Harbors was packed, even though it was a Saturday. And the spooky season, by the way, has also begun in Two Harbors. First quarter for the Agates, senior running back Zach Leibel goes around the edge, follows his blockers, and he'll scamper his way into pay dirt. No slander on Leibel's name. Two Harbors grabs the early lead. Piers would respond, however, with their own gut punch in the second quarter. Running back Aiden Jones scores on the 21-yard rush up the middle. Pioneers go for two, so they lead it 8-7. And this was like an old-school boxing match between two heavyweight fighters. Leibel again on the same sweep around the guard, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He scores his second of the game to give Two Harbors the lead right back. Now in the second half, the Pioneers dropping back to pass. They hit receiver Jackson Hardy for the touchdown, but Piers only went 1 for 3 on their two-point conversions. So when the dust settled, it was the Two Harbors Agates who advanced to the section finals with a 21-20 nail-biter over the Pioneers. And now we head to Hermantown for what I would call the game of the night between the Hawks and Denfeld Hunters. And it's honestly a good thing I showed up on time for this one. We start with the opening kickoff. Junior Corbin Peterson fakes the reverse and heads up the sideline. He won't be caught. 88 yards to the house on the very first play of the game. Hawks set the tone, and it's 7-0. We're still in the first half. Senior quarterback Alex Schott fakes the handoff and rifles one down the field, where only junior Landon Berg can high point the ball and make that insane catch. That sets up Schott and the Hawks in scoring position, where the quarterback takes it himself for the score. Just like that, it's 14-0. But Denfeld wouldn't stay quiet for very long. It's Tay Money Mans off the right side. You knew he was going to score, making some guys miss before he enters the end zone, cutting that lead in half to 14-7. But the Hunters defense couldn't stop the Hawks. They cruise to a 41-21 win over Denfeld. Those Hawks will now take on North Branch after they defeated Grand Rapids 20-14 in overtime. And Two Harbors will now take on the top-seeded undefeated Pequot Lakes Patriots after they took down Esco 47-6. In Section 7 AA, the undefeated Barnum Bombers fell for the first time this season in an upset as Mesabi East takes the 22-13 win. They'll take on the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels, who defeated the International Falls Broncos also by a score of 47-6. And in the 9-man ranks, it was a collision everyone can see coming. Top-seeded Mountain Iron Buell and second-seeded Cherry headed for another section finals clash after both teams won big in their semifinal games. For all of those scores and future section finals dates and times, head over to northernnewsnow.com.